I just think we're a stuck-up football team right now, and if we don't watch it, we're going to get blasted.
Robertson gets the corner, and he's in for the touchdown.
Wake up, damn, I'm tired of waiting. Wake up, damn, I'm sick of waiting. For us to make a move. Wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, it's time to make a move. Wake up,
off their third MHSAA Finals appearance under head coach Rick By.
Can we accomplish what we did last year? That's a question that I can't answer because it's a state of mind. It's a state of ability and chemistry and leadership and athleticism. And can we get to that point? I don't know. We had some great leaders last year, and it's going to be the job of the seniors this year to step up and be like the Kilgos, the Zombos, Ellis, those kind of kids.
Stevenson has yet to win the big one, but with key returners like quarterback Danny Stiefel, running back L.J. Robertson, and lineman Josh LaRock, to name a few, Stevenson feels like they have enough talent to make it back there, this time with a different result.
That's the farthest you can go, state championship. Everybody wants to win that, you know. We lost, and, you know, we want to come back this year working hard and just try to win it again, you know, just at least get back there, you know, and then we'll know where we were from last year and just try to win it.
The Titans know their prolific offense and talented returners will put a big target on their backs and make them one of the league favorites. But Coach By isn't taking anything for granted in the MAC Red.
And if you're good one year, you're going to be red-lettered and bullseyed on everybody's bulletin board and their schedule for the following year. Bob Lancey has seen that. We've seen that. You know, Dakota, Chippewa, Ford, they're all tough. All those people are tough. And then L'Anse Creuse North, along with Eisenhower, are early in the season. So it's going to be a game to game. We found out what happened last year if you don't prepare for a game mentally. We lost to Ford. Not that they were a bad team. They were a good team. But still, you got to come out and play. You only have 9 chances.
We all talk saying, you know, everyone in the stands are going to be expecting so much of us. We just need to go out and play. They're going to be thinking, you know, oh, they better win this game, better win that. We're not going to worry about them. We're just going to go out and play.
That'll wrap it up for the week in sports. This week on Sports Timeout. It's a great block from Gilletta. LJ inside the 15, inside the 10, reaches for the pylon, touchdown. 38 yards on the score, and the Titans are up 17. Last year, the Titan offense waged an all-out assault on opposing defenses as their high-octane and versatile attack led them all the way to the state finals. Unfortunately for Titan fans, they came up on the wrong end of another final, losing to Rockford.
Last year we left off season with some unfinished business, and this year we really worked a lot harder to get back to our goal of winning the state championship, so we're definitely looking forward to it.
That's the farthest you can go, state championship. Everybody wants to win that, you know. We lost, and, you know, we want to come back this year working hard and just try to win it again, you know, just at least get back there, you know, and then we'll know where we were from last year and just try to win it.
The 2005 Titans must cope with the graduation of Frank Zombo and Kevin Kilgo, but the offense should be as explosive as ever.
If you have a quarterback that returns, you are ahead of the game. He's been through it all. He's matured. He's had a chance to take whatever he learned the year before and build on it through the offseason, mentally and physically. And we've got other guys to go around him, too, to take some of the pressure off of him.
Stevenson is led by L.J. Robertson, who has a chance to rewrite the record books after a junior year which saw him roll up over 2,100 yards and 26 touchdowns on the ground.
L.J. worked so hard this summer to prepare himself. He had a little hamstring pull at the beginning of the summer, and he's worked hard to eliminate that and to get himself in condition and shape for now, and he's been running pretty well so far.
He's really good. I don't know, he's explosive runner. He's got those big thighs. You can't, you know, it's hard to tackle him. Once he gets going, you know, you're going to have to either take out his legs or just move, so.
Danny Stiefel is also back and should be the best QB in the county, if not the state.
He's got ability. He's got speed. He's got throwing ability. He's got savvy, game savvy. He was good last year. He's going to be better this year.
As a junior, he threw for 15 touchdowns versus only 10 picks, while completing over 60% of his passes. The double threat threw for 2,200 yards through the air while scrambling for 500 yards and 5 TDs on the ground. Matt Moogley is also back in the backfield after scoring 10 TDs as a fullback last year. Ricky Benetilli also returns to the backfield. The versatile runner will move around a lot this year. He had a combined 900 yards and 5 TDs last season.
Find Ricky. Find Ricky is what we want to do with him. He's very elusive.
Junior Matt Battaglia takes over at the tight end for Kilgo. Matt Deletka, Rodney Merschman, and Benetilli will be the wideouts and all have experience in that role. Joe Karpinski and Josh LaRock return up front and should get help from St. Clement transfer Logan Krab. The line has good depth and may also feature sophomores Rick Abraham and Jordan Harvey.
The game is won or lost at the line of scrimmage. You have to control the line of scrimmage, and we have some great athletes, skilled players. I call the linemen skilled players, but that's a real strong point of urgency right now for us, building an offensive and defensive line.
Defensively, Mike Walmer, Frank Persicino, Brandon Kocher, Steve Kohut, and Mike Bloom lead a secondary with plenty of big game varsity experience. Tim Henneke, Matt Peterson, and Mike Crawley all have experience as linebackers. Up front, Josh LaRock and his 7 sacks returned from a year ago. Matt Muglia started some at linebacker last year, but will be moved to an edge rusher. Will Baker should help out on the line as a junior. Stiefel will punt again for the Titans this year, and Mike Walmer will kick.
Can we accomplish what we did last year? That's a question that I can't answer because it's a state of mind. It's a state of ability and chemistry and leadership and athleticism. And can we get to that point? I don't know. We had some great leaders last year, and it's going to be the job of the seniors this year to step up and be like the Kilgos, the Zombos, Ellis, those kind of kids. But do we have great leadership this year? So far, I think we do.
The Titan Blue open up their schedule at home against L'Anse Creuse North. They then get Dakota and Eisenhower right away. They then face Ford in the Battle of Runkle Field. Anchor Bay and Romeo follow before the Titans hit the road against Chippewa Valley and Warren Mont. Their regular season wraps up at home against Port Huron Northern. Prediction time here on Sports Time Out, and for that we bring Kevin Lozen from The Source, and Kevin's job is to screw up all of his predictions and make me look good, which I appreciate.
I thought I was the all-knowing one.
Yeah, all-knowing one. Yeah.
At least this year I think I am.
Yeah, we'll find out. What do you got, Mac Red? Where do you think things are going to fall in the Mac Red with our area teams?
Well, every year I say, unless you beat the best, you're still going to be the best. And obviously,
I'm not really sure that makes any sense, but I'll let you go with it.
I mean, you got to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah.
And Eisenhower was the best in the red last year, even though Stevenson went to the Dome. I think the early season schedule hurt Stevenson because when you compare Eisenhower's schedule to Stevenson's, Stevenson gets Dakota and Eisenhower in back-to-back weeks, where Eisenhower gets Sterling Heights and then Stevenson, plus they get Stevenson at home. So I'm taking Ike number 1. Stevenson number 2. Dakota's going to be tough. Those 3 teams could flip-flop all season long.
We could take the easy way out and say each of them is going to beat each other, and it'll be a 3-way tie.
And but we'd be geniuses if it turned out that way.
Yeah, this is true.
So I have Dakota 3. Chippewa Valley, new coach. We don't know a lot about what's going to happen there. The guys from Muskegon run severe. So a lot of questions with Chippewa Valley. I have them 4th just because of the reputation. 4-2, another new coach, Jay Hansons. I think real young team. Next year might be their year. Have them 5th, and then Anchor Bay 6th.
Okay, my prediction. Stevenson, yes, they have a tough schedule early, but you forget they do have their starting quarterback back from the year before in Danny Stiefel. And Bob Lancey has always said teams in the MAC Red that have a quarterback coming back with an experience have a leg up on everyone else. So yes, Stevenson, they do get a tough draw by playing all the tough teams in the Red on the road, which will be interesting. But they do have Stiefel back. So although, as we said, it could be, one win. They could split between Ike and Dakota, and they could all wind up tied.
Well, they also have Robertson, too.
Yeah, they've got a lot.
And Deluxa and Muga, I mean, on and
They've
on.
got a lot of speed. They're going to move Ricky Benatilli around. It's going to be, they could score a lot of points this year. Number 2, I've got Dakota. I think they're an up-and-coming team. They have their quarterback back as well, at least one that started for half the year. In Stallings, they've got Greg Gay, who's your nephew, I believe. Nephew's running well. He's a really good back. And Dakota, they have the numbers. They're getting better year after year. I like them second. Ike, I like third. I thought about putting Ike, down low. I thought, oh, they don't have a lot back. They're not going to be that great. And then I went and saw them, and they've got the 2 running backs in Belanek and Zimmerman, and they've got that fast defense. And these kids come out of there like in waves, like there's something different in the water up there.
Well, defense wins championships.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Stevenson's defense is going to be very good, too, because they have all 4 DBs back, and their linebacking core is solid, but in the trenches. I mean, they're inexperienced, and, sure, you can put 250, 260-pound guys in the trenches, but they still got to make tackles. And with Eisenhower, they're just going to fly around the ball, and that's why I think you got to give the nod to Ike early on. If Stevenson knocks off Eisenhower in week 3, Stevenson wins the MAC, right?
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think Stevenson catches Ike early enough that it might take Caitlin a little while to settle in, and that might propel Stevenson to the title. Chippewa Valley, 4th. I agree with you. New coach, a lot of uncertainty there with which way the program will go. I've got them 4, but they always have the athletes, though, so they're not going to be that bad. Got Anchor Bay 5. I've got Ford 6. Anthus, new coach, but a lot of new varsity players. Their only 2 returning starters on offense are their wide receivers. Right. So that could be a rough go early, but I think towards the end of the year they'll get it turned around.
Yeah, I think the bad thing for them is the fact that they are in the MAC red. I mean, if you put them in the MAC white, I bet you they could make a run at it in the white, which I think leads us to
the MAC white.
To the MAC white.
For the MAC white, for me, I've got Romeo number 1. Everyone seems to think, all the coaches in the area, that Romeo's the odds-on favorite to get it. I'm still not a big fan of the 2-coach system. I mean, you and I can't agree on anything, and we're just on here. So
I mean, but if you look the last 2 years they've had this situation, it's worked for them.
Yeah.
They've been successful. So, I mean,